My team career mode. It has been a minute.
Cool, it's been a while since I've done this. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my team career mode here on F124. And I think this is gonna be an incredible video because it is my first ever time driving around Baku on this game, and we know how chaotic Baku can be. Safety cars, red flags, insane overtake, the lot, and I think we're in for an absolute banger. So without further ado, let's head to quali and get this show started. And here we are in qualifying. Now, as always, I'm going to be doing 2 runs here in Q1. And usually this first lap is, learn the track, and most times I already know the track. It's just, maybe some specific braking points, some low grip areas, things like that. However, this time, this first run is so important because it's my first ever lap at this track on this game. Even though this first lap probably isn't going to be my fastest lap, I still need a decent lap so I know what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? So let's head out there and try not to crash. I think is a good target to go for. And here we go. Now, what's interesting about this track is that you don't really get any time to sort of build yourself up if you use the flying lap option like I do. Usually I'd, turn the ERS off, charge it a bit, and then go at the line. You can't do that here because, to be honest, this straight before the lap even begins is quite important. And let's see how we get on for my first lap round here. That felt pretty decent for my first ever time. Okay, I can brake a lot later through there, that's good to know. And of course, throughout the session, the track is going to get a lot more gripped up as well. Now, this corner, you've got to be very careful of this inside wall. I've avoided that nicely, and I'll tell you what, this feels exactly the same as F123. So, F123 Baku was top 3 best tracks for me, so maybe we're in for a good weekend. Yeah, this feels really nice. I know it's just my first lap, but yeah, this feels great. This feels fantastic. Tight castle section. Let's try not to do an I am stupid. A little bang with the wall, and we go a bit wide, but don't worry, we can correct that on the next lap. Now, this corner, I actually take a different line. It's what the real-life drivers do. You attack it at more of a straight angle, rather than... Because if you follow the line, you're braking left a little bit. If you do the line I just did, it's what the real-life drivers do, so I thought, why not do it in this? And we are currently 700ths behind Ricardo, which is not great, considering that even though this is my first lap, I reckon there's still only maybe 2 to 3 attempts left in it, which is not ideal. You don't even get any overtake to use either. I used 3% on the exit of turn 1, and that was it. Wow. P21. Aye. Now, if I'm being honest, I probably lost nearly half a second in that castle section where I mucked it up a little bit, but at the moment, I am, well, this is safety, so I'm half a second away from being safe. I'm only 6/10 ahead of half a second ahead of my own teammate. Aye. So it's one of those situations, the car feels good, it's just really slow, so... See, the thing is, everyone's going to improve as well. If I give them a buffer of 3/10, that means I'm going to have to go into the 1 minute 38 to guarantee a spot in Q2, which is 1.7 seconds quicker than my current lap. No, it isn't. That's 7. I'm actually stupid. That's 7. We need a 1 minute 38. Let's go. Now, this is not what you want to see. Stuck in traffic behind. Now, this is not what you want to see. We are currently stuck behind one of the Saubers. I'm hoping they... Wait, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. Okay, no, we will make it, I think. Oh, it's going to be close. Yo. Do I make this? Yeah, I do. Yo, can this McLaren, Lando, can you leave? Right, into turn 1. This is everything. Let's go. This has been a pretty spectacular lap. And I still haven't found enough time. Come on, give me that slipstream. Oh, please, this could actually save me here. Come on, slipstream, go. Oh, look at this. Oh, the gain. Let's go. I managed to find that 8/10 that I needed, but is it going to be enough? Yes! How have I actually just shanked that? How have I just shithoused that? I have no idea, but somehow, after being, you know, seconds down, I make the comeback, and he's only got a place in Q2 by a decent amount as well. 700ths over Sonoda. I don't know how I've managed that. Now, I will admit, I did clock the wall quite a lot during that lap. I do have damage off. I feel like if I had damage on, I probably would have, you know, crashed and, like, torn the front end off. But I don't care. I done the lap. I'm into Q2. We move. I'm not even joking. That slipstream I got at the end there, that probably gave me about 900ths. If I didn't get that slipstream, I probably would have gone out in Q1. So whoever that Williams was, I owe you a few points, mate. Bloody hell. Anyway, we're on to Q2 now. We're only going to do the one run, because I don't really need to do it. It's two. I already know the track. And Q3 probably isn't possible, let's be honest. However, maybe a top 30, a top 12, that would be lovely. Okay, so rather annoyingly, I'm probably not going to have a slipstream at any point during this lap. Of course, in Q1, the slipstream is what got me through. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all my overtake. Alright, so welcome to Grand Prix Sunday. We'll just ignore what happened in quali. We start P16 on the grid, and it is a wet race. Oh my goodness, it's over for me. This could genuinely be one of the hardest races that I could ever do. I mean, we're at a street track, one of the most difficult tracks to drive, probably top 3 most difficult, only behind, like, Monaco and maybe Singapore. Actually, no, this is harder than Singapore. And we're in the wet. Oh, my goodness. Well, the planned strategy is going to be inters from start to finish. The wear doesn't look too bad at all, to be honest. But as you can see, on the session forecast, just over halfway through, it might start to get dry. Let's just hope I can make it there before I put it in a wall somewhere. And here we go for the Baku Grand Prix. I'm not looking forward to this at all. We're off to see the Wizard. And that start is not too bad, given that it's in the wet. I stink in the wet, to be honest. Going round the outside of 3 cars. We are currently 3 wide. This just isn't going to work. Oh, bit of oversteer. This isn't going to work at all. I need to outbrake them, and then, no. So yeah, anyway, so I need to outbrake them and then turn in. Little tap with the wall, it's fine. Get that exit. And I've managed to make up 2 places off the start. Esteban Ocon, can you just not? Oh, this braking is going to be so difficult. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Help me. Help me. Please. Oh, I hate this so much. Hang on, there's a Haas there. I can try and overtake him. Please. Yep. No, I'm going for that. I've got this. Over the curb. Turn hot lap off so I can get a nice exit. Okay, yes, I'm somehow surviving. Around the outside. I hate it so much. Okay, we're doing fine though. We're up 3 places. It's just, this is very scary. It's extremely nerve-wracking and beyond belief levels of difficulty. Let's not do an I am stupid on lap 1. Okay, we survived. Nice one, geese. Come on. Oh, wow, the AI are so fast through those flat-out corners. Here comes Magnussen. There's not much I can really do about it, to be honest. Look how quick he is in a straight. Please sod off. Thank you. Okay, well, we survived lap 1. Gained 3 places. Not doing too bad, to be honest. Hang on, my car is getting brighter. I think the sun is starting to shine through the clouds of rain. And we have a yellow flag somewhere behind. I believe that's one of the RBs that have gone off and gone into the wall. Oh, they are continuing. Okay. No interest to us, really. And one thing that I've noticed is that using hot lap throughout the entire race might be a possibility. Because obviously in the rain, you're that much slower. Your battery can charge that much better. That might be a thing. But of course, the main thing is that overtaking is going to be even harder than usual. I mean, Baku's not bad for overtaking in the dry. You've got that very long DRS straight. In the wet, that obviously doesn't exist. So your overtaking options are extremely limited. Now, these corners, I don't really understand. The AI seem to be doing them flat. I can't do them flat because I get this incredible oversteer. That's going to be really annoying throughout this race. Verstappen with the fastest lap. Here comes Magnussen again. And I don't really have the ERS to defend it. Okay, maybe hot lap isn't a good idea. Think I've just outbraked him. Yep, nice. I'm being completely honest here. The hot lap off is actually improving my pace. I don't know how that works, but I'm closer to Albon and setting like personal best lap times with it on medium. And also, just in general, I thought the wet would be a big struggle for me. I've never been good in the wet, but this is extremely drivable. I'll tell you what, I'm a lot closer to Albon than any other lap. This could be a realistic overtaking chance. I'm absolutely putting this battery to the floor. Come on, car. Oh, we can so go for a move here. It's going to be extremely difficult, but I'm up for the challenge. Go on, baby. Round the outside. Yes! Okay. Completely unexpected overtake. I have actually managed to overtake someone. None other than Alexander Albon. Now, one thing I've noticed is that my straight line speed isn't actually that great compared to everyone else. As you can see, just on that little straight, Albon pulled back about 0.4 of a second. And would you look at that? It's drying up, and DRS has been enabled on only lap 5. The weather forecast said that it wouldn't come until like the final third of the race. Here we are, not even a third of the way through. And we have DRS enabled, and it's stopped raining. So now, if I can just call when it's right to go back onto the slicks, this could be beneficial. Thing is, being able to call from like dries to wets, I can do rather well. Wets to dries, I'm quite clueless. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at the front runners. If the front runners pit, I'm also going to pit. And I'm probably going to go onto the hard tyres and go until the end. So let's see. What are the front runners going to do? They all stay out. Is everyone staying out? I think they are. Yeah. Oh no, we've got a cut. Okay, I'm coming in. I'm coming in. You can see Gasly ahead is stopping. Brand new hard tyres for Futter Scrimmage the third. Let's have it. I've also lowered my downforce a little bit so I can actually keep up in the straights. And we also have Jack Doohan coming in, but I think we should be okay for a double stop. He is quite far back. Please let me have good RNG. Oh, are you taking the piss? And that actually puts me behind Magnussen and Albon, which I worked so hard to get past in the first place. Thanks for that, you bunch of bastards. Also seems like everyone else had the same idea as me of going onto the hard tyre, so not much. I thought I was being smart, evidently not. And I'll tell you what, this is actually harder to drive than the Inters in these conditions. Like, it's definitely dry enough, but it's so slow. And as you can see, I've put in 2 yellow sectors. I reckon an extra lap on the Inters is actually a possibility. And, like, it's actually faster. Oh, this car is becoming undrivable all of a sudden. I can barely get around a corner without just oversteer, just taking over. It's horrible. We have another yellow flag somewhere. I don't know what's happened. If it's in front, I'm going to be beyond annoyed. And it is. It's one of the Aston Martins, I believe. Coming to a stop. Oh, no, it's Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, that was behind as well. Okay, so I'm not interested. I don't even know how I'm keeping pace with Magnussen and Albon and actually staying ahead of Guan Yu Zhou when the car is this bad. Maybe it still needs to dry up a little bit more. Maybe, I'm not too sure. Purple sector 3 for Futter Scrimmage the third. So it looks like my straight line speed is returned, so that's nice. Thank you very much. Leclerc sets another fastest lap, a 45.1. That is pretty rapid, sir. And now this is the annoying thing, is that I can keep up with Magnussen, but I can't quite get close enough to go for an overtake. And I see how close I get here. It's like just on the edge of being able to go for a move. If I was like a 1/10.5 closer, I could probably go for it. It's really, really annoying. On the plus side, The gap behind is extending by quite a lot. I believe there is quite a hefty scrap going on there. But this is what really annoys me, is that if my pit crew hadn't mucked up so bad and lost me 3 seconds, I would probably be, like, pulling away from Magnussen and Albon. But I can keep up with them even in the dirty air, and with the DRS I get really close. So I don't know, I think what I'm going to try and do is use some overtake through here, get me a bit closer, use overtake on the exit of the final corner. That might just get me close enough to go for a dive bomb. Leclerc goes another 0.6 faster, and look at this, I am much closer to them now. Oh, there is definitely an overtake on here. Come on, Magnussen. I've got you, mate. I've got you on strings, blood. I'm gonna have to go around the outside again. Later on the brakes. Keep the brakes on. Avoid that outside wall. Nice overtake. We're up to P13, and we have a yellow flag. Is it ahead or behind? I can't tell. It's behind. Oh, that is absolutely hilarious. So I go through all that effort to catch Magnussen and do a really, really nice overtake to get past him, and then 1 corner later, his engine goes. Was his engine like, hang on a minute, you're getting overtaken by a PG Tips Formula 1 car. Like, we need to just stop. Is that what's happened there? Right, the conditions now are like fully 100% dry. So hopefully now, I can actually drive the car like I'm in the dry and be quite fast. I don't think I've got enough ERS to go for a move on Albon here. I'm going to get very close though. We'll put the hot lap on. And of course we will get that DRS. Or there's a little chance. Go on. Is it on? Oh, it's so on. Once again, having to go round the outside. I braked way later. Oh, that was perfect. That was a beautifully executed overtake by Futimus Krimatus III here in Baku. That's lovely stuff. Now, I don't know how I'm going to defend from Albon. What would I rather have? I'd rather have the outside line, I think, probably. Because I get the outside... Oh, I don't even need to defend. Never mind. He's not even going to get remotely close enough. Lovely stuff. So we're up to P12 now. So I'm back where I was before my pit crew mucked up a little bit. Still got 7 or 8 laps left. There's a lot that can go down. Points is a bit on the horizon. We are 5 seconds back. But you never know. Well, I'm not entirely sure how this has happened. The cars ahead were having the most insane scrap I've ever seen. And somehow I've managed to not only drop Albon, but also catch up to this lot. I just missed out on DRS by like 7 milliseconds, which is really, really cringe. But I've set the fastest lap of the race. And I am now genuinely within a shout of points. Well, I think on this occasion I'm probably just too far back for a move. Hang on. Alonso's got no ERS left. Oh, this is so doable. Stroll and Gasly are scrapping as well. No ERS left. Late braking round the outside of Alonso. Points is actually so doable now. You know what? I'm feeling frisky. I'm feeling dangerous. There's a potential dive bomb here. I'm sending it down the inside of Ocon. Gasly, sorry. On the exit, we're still wheel to wheel. Round the outside. Oh, yes. Come on. Oh, that wasn't as clean as I'd like it, but I don't really care if I'm being perfectly transparent. How am I in the points at the moment? It's definitely not over yet. I still need to somehow defend, even though these lot are going to have a lot of DRS on me, but I don't even know what happened. Just after, like, about lap 13, my pace has been insane. 2 laps remaining. I reckon Stroll is probably just beyond catching. I mean, the only reason I caught this lot in the first place is because they didn't stop fighting each other. I feel like Stroll probably just does have the better pace than me if it was just a straight 1v1. Right, we're approaching the final lap. I've used all the ERS I've got, and I've managed to get DRS somehow. Here we go. Now, I'm probably not going to get him down this straight. What I'm going to have to do is try and stay relatively close and go for it over the line. Right, here we go. This is everything. Come on, car. Oh, I should have this with relative ease. I'm going to get by him before the DRS. You're right, Lance Stroll. Wait, Do I get the DRS? Oh my god, I don't get DRS. Oh no. Avoid the slipstream. I think I've still got it because he doesn't have ERS left. And what a performance that is. Oh my word. That could be up there with some of my best drives. My goodness gracious. That started out as such a stinker, you know, having to scrap my way by the field, gaining, like, you know, a few places off the start, got up to P12, then had that absolutely egregious pit stop, dropped down to, like, what, P14, P15, and I don't know what happened, but something, like, ticked on, like, lap 12 or something, and I was just suddenly way quicker than everyone else. I need to have a look at the race director, because I don't know where that pace came from. So there's your final order, and we actually took the fastest lap as well, and that is in, like, on merit in pure dry conditions. I was rapid at the end there for some reason, so we take P9, we take the fastest lap, so we get 3 points in total. This is what I want to look at, though. So the pace is okay, and then something clicked here. You can see. So on the hards, I'm doing, you know, a 45. This is where it's getting dry. I'd say, like, here, it became, like, fully dry, and then for some reason, something just clicked. I mean, if we go to the guy who got, like, you know, a front runner, let's go with, like, Verstappen or something. He's doing, like, 41.5s. Oh, no, sorry, that was Norris. Verstappen, 41.6s. Leclerc, 41.7s. Me, 41.3. I mean, a couple of these laps, like this one, 41.2, 40.8, 41.1, 41.3. I was the fastest car on track for a good 5 out of 6 laps at the end there. Wow. What a performance. What a race. I told you it'd be an absolute belter. That's going to be all from me, though. Thank you very much for watching. The standings just quickly look like this. P10. We're looking good to stay P10. There is a 14 gap to Piastri. In the Constructors, we are looking very good for P6 as well. P6 in a debut season would be world class. That's all from me. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you lot later. Peace!